Now, let us talk about the controversial shenanigans that happened. For those of you that don't know, Ludwig, big time content creator Ludwig, had almost an accident in the press. I know, we have to be careful. Content creator Ludwig had himself decided to do a giant Smash tournament, a Smash Invitational, where he invited all of the top players. So it was one of the most stacked tournaments for both Melee and for Smash Ultimate. About a day or so before the event, his title sponsor backed out. We don't know who that is. They didn't divulge that. However, Ludwig being Ludwig and being friends with the right people, Mr. Beast, the biggest content creator, I think, on YouTube and the world right now, randomly was like, hey, can I sponsor it? So the tournament was saved. And Ludwig was going to run the tournament regardless of title sponsor or not. He was willing to take the fall. He's a millionaire who, he's got it. But the tournament happened. It seemed to go almost extremely smoothly. Lots of cool things happened. Lots of people played. There were a total of 66 matches because it was a Swiss bracket. It looked like a lot of fun. However, one of the big controversies that happened that caused a little bit of a stir was during one of the streamed matches on Top 16. It was the second streamed match between Slug and Hungrybox. Slug playing Ice Climbers, and this is on Melee. Slug playing Ice Climbers, Hungrybox playing Jigglypuff. They switched off the match. They went to another match because it was too boring to watch. Here's what that looked like. Let me pull it up, will you?
That's good. By the way, chat, we'll shout it out a bit more later, but the Capital One shopping.
So this is about 3 games into it,
which if you don't
and
know,
this matchup, for those of you that don't know, Jigglypuff can basically just float around, and Ice Climbers has a very hard time doing anything.
Total dollars to our prize pool.
And Ludwig got the production team to switch to a side stream match in the middle of it.
You can just set it and forget it. Just install it and it's going to save
with
you money
lauded celebrations. So a lot of people were upset by this. They were saying, oh, why would you switch matches in the middle of a match? That's stupid. That's ruining the integrity of the tournament. Blah, 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 blah. Look, Ludwig was putting on a show for his audience, right? And at the end of the day, a lot of people were saying, yeah, it's Ludwig's tournament. He can do whatever he wants, blah, blah, blah. Even aside, a lot of people were saying, oh, that's ruining the integrity of the tournament. No, it's not, because the match didn't stop, right? They just switched over. Lame gameplay doesn't get peepered. Exactly. And whether you're a lot of people were saying, oh, he put on his content hat, blah, 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 blah. Ludwig was showing Smash to an audience who doesn't normally watch Smash. So when you're showing something to a new audience, you want that audience to get the most exciting aspect of that thing, right? So with something like this, and to Olsen's point right here, saying boring matchups can still be fun if the commentary makes it fun, it sounds like they didn't have that skill in commentary, right? So their solution was, hey, let's switch to another match that's easier to watch so that people can stay entertained and can like Smash. I'll be completely honest, I don't see anything wrong with that. You feel me? I see nothing wrong with that because, again, you're trying to impress an audience that doesn't normally watch this thing, and that's very difficult to do if you're showing them something that the community itself loathes, right? And I want to say this. This is not me saying anything negative about Hungrybox. This is not me saying anything negative about Slug. This has no semblance of negativity whatsoever. It's just optics, right? And Ludwig made the call to show something that is a little easier to digest for people who don't know the game. I think that's a very wise decision, to be completely honest. There are times where I wish we could do that in the FGC, to be with regular tournaments, right? But, We don't quite have that just yet. However, Ludwig was able to leverage it. What pisses me off is the following. A lot of people started blaming the production team. A lot of people started blaming everybody else for this decision and started harassing the production company and all this other stuff. Like, why do people feel the need to harass anybody on Twitter? Why? I literally cannot get my mind wrapped around the fact that somebody is going through something like, oh, this changed and I don't like it. I'm going to harass the people that did it on Twitter. Bah. That's the stupidest fucking thing that ever existed. And if any of you here that are watching this or listening to this do that, just stop it. Time to be toxic on the... Yeah, like, why? Why? That literally does nothing. It just creates bad shit for everybody. So stop it. First of all. Second of all, it was Ludwig's tournament, Ludwig's call, much like what everybody else was saying. And third, I don't think it was a bad decision at all. Genuinely, right? You had a lot of people asking a lot of questions in chat about the game, like, oh, what does this mean? What does this mean? Commentator said, what's wave dash? Blah, 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 right? I think it was a perfectly fine decision. And I think the viewers benefited from it, right? So stop being stupid on the internet. I guess that's all this comes down to, right? If we can't blame anybody, then who do we hold responsible? Why does anybody need to get blamed? I'd love to see a tournament get covered red zone style. Steve, I actually have a proof of concept for this. We might be trying it out in the near future. I think the jump off point did it, right? No, not the jump off point. The jump off, right? Is that what they call the thing at Evo? But yeah, they did something similar where they would like go from game to game, right? They didn't go from like pool match to pool match, but they went from game to game. Jump off. That sounds right. Yeah, not match to match. They did from different game to different game. That is possible. It's difficult, but it is possible. It'd be cool if that comes back. I agree. 100%. Anybody else got any takes from the Ludwig tournament or the controversy therein? And I say controversy, but it's not really a controversy. He made a very good decision, and people were salty about it. I can stop it, right? Right. The sponsor dropped for that tournament. Yeah, that's what I said. The title sponsor dropped the day before, and Mr. Beast sponsored it. Yeah. Smash stuff makes Ace Jack cry. Okay. Well, look, Ace Jack's the boss, right? So, Ace Jack's the boss. So I guess it's time for us to move on.